It's time for Bear River High School Sports, a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Golden Spike Electric, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Cereal Brands, Riverside Corner, Rudd Funeral Home, Cache Valley Daily, Castelite, Adams Wealth Advisors, Frank May Skidoo, and Hanson Motors. Now, it's time for the Bear River Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
Welcome, Bears fans, to tonight's game. Yeah, Josh, we got a little pregame show camera going here tonight.
That's impressive.
Tonight's game between the Bear River Bears and the Green Canyon Wolves, as tonight it's senior night for the Bears, their final home game of the regular season. They'll finish their season next week at Logan, and then the playoffs will start. So tonight's pregame show sponsored by Kent's Market, named gold and silver medalist and best of Northern Utah for grocery store, donuts, and catering. Stop in for grocery, health and beauty, fresh meat, and fresh produce. That's Kent's Market. So, Josh, last week I know you weren't able to be at the game, but a huge victory for Bear River on the road against Westfield to pick up their first region win in a game where the offense came to life. I was talking to you a little bit before. I thought Jackson Tyre's breakout performance in the season really was spot on with his passing and led Bear River to a 44-7 victory in what was really a shutout, as Westfield got a cheap score there at the end of the fourth quarter. But big game for Tyre, 250 yards, 4 touchdown passes. I think if Bear River can bring that kind of offensive performance in tonight's game, I think this one's going to be decided in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, you love what Bear River was able to find against Westfield in being able to all of a sudden implement an offense that exploded down there in Ogden. So you have to like that excitement. You hope you can kind of help that translate a little bit more tonight here against a defense in Green Canyon that is a very, very good defense and a team whose identity is defense in Green Canyon.
Yeah, Green Canyon last year made it all the way to the state championship game, and they did it with defense. That's become their calling card. We talked about how Bear River's trying to establish what their identity is. Green Canyon's is there. It's defense, defense, defense. They're going to try and beat you on that side of the ball. We are going to take a short break as we have our national anthem, and we'll be back for more of the Kent's Market pregame show on 104.9 The Ranch.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
In need of a trailer to haul your livestock, snowmobiles, or ATV? Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremonton. They also carry flatbeds and enclosed trailers. CNR Trailer Sales, 435-246-3048. Online at crtrl.com.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best Hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best Hardware.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphics.
Les Olson IT.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Canyon High School would like to say Thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon Sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other
Welcome back, Bears fans, to tonight's pregame show sponsored by Kent's Marketplace. Reminder, they were named Gold and Silver medalist in Best of Northern Utah for grocery store, donuts, and catering. Stop in for grocery, health and beauty, fresh meat, and fresh produce. That's Kent's Market. Josh, back to tonight's matchup between the Wolves and the Bears. We've mentioned how Green Canyon really focuses on the defensive side of the ball, but this is a team that can put some yards up through the air. In their last game, they really struggled to run the football. Less than 50 yards in their loss at Mountain Crest. But they've got a quarterback excuse me here, I'm getting hard to see in the booth, in Wilson, that leads their team in passing yards, but he is also the leading rusher on the team. So this is an opportunity for the Bears to see if they can really focus in on one player and slow down Green Canyon's offense.
Yeah, that's what you're going to have to do here. You're going to have to kind of set up some type of a defensive scheme where your linebackers are almost going to play like a QB spy type of a situation, kind of hang out there in the box and make sure that they can contain Wilson from getting out of the pocket and being able to use his legs. Try to force him to be one-dimensional tonight. If you can do that, you give yourself an opportunity to win the football game.
So for the Wolves, in their last game, again, as mentioned, they lost 14-28 at Mountain Crest. On the season, though, 5-2. They are 2-2 in region play, so they're looking to get above 500 in region play. Schramm is the big receiver for them. He had 9 grabs for 61 yards and 2 touchdowns in their last game. Thane out of the backfield also picked up 8 catches. As we've got a copter here at the game tonight throwing out some swag to the fans. And then it's Eli Wheatley that anchors the defense for Green Canyon, leads their team in tackles by quite a wide margin. So we'll see what the Bears' game plan is for Wheatley on that side of the football. So a handful of playmakers on this Green Canyon team. I'll be interested to see how Bear River decides to, like you say, if they want to spy Wilson and then try and maybe double team Schramm. Other than that, it's kind of a mixed bag for them. They'll spread the ball out to a few different running backs, and then they'll try and get a few other receivers involved in the passing game. For Bear River, Josh, it was all about the passing game. Last game, huge game from Tyre, 4 touchdown passes, and then it was Stevens and Brager with 6 and 5 catches respectively. Stevens 129 yards and a touchdown, Brager with 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. So if the Bears can replicate the passing game, maybe this is a game where you start opposite, try and get some yardage through the air, and maybe that opens up the running game.
Yeah, for sure. I think you got to attack early and attack often against this Green Canyon team. And one thing with this Green Canyon's defense, if you really start going back and looking at it, through the first 4 games, they were absolutely phenomenal. They had 3 shutouts in 4 games, ended up 4-0. And then they played Ridgeline, where they kind of got their nose bloodied a little bit against Ridgeline. And since then, the defense is, I don't want to say taking a step back, but it's maybe slipped just a little bit. And you wonder if getting whacked by a team like Ridgeline would do that to you. So I think it provides Bear River an opportunity. One thing that we know about Bear River and about Bear River's offense is they seem to perform better here at home. Against the Skyview team, they, in all sense of the term, should have won that game. Bear River outplayed Skyview in every aspect of the game. So I think tonight, if the Bears can start quick, they've got an opportunity to win. But I also think they've got to score at least 28 points to have a shot to win this game tonight.
We'll see what both teams have in store for us tonight as they're doing the coin toss in the center of the field, and we'll be with you for the kickoff here in just a moment as they finish the festivities. Tonight was senior night for the Bears. So again, this is their final home game. They will finish up next week on the road. We'll take one short break and be back to have the kickoff between the Bears and the Wolves on 104.9 The Ranch.
Information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Auto Owners pays what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300. 695-2300.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Welcome back, Bears fans and Wolves fans. Tonight is kind of a dual broadcast. Josh and I are handling the broadcast duties for both schools tonight. So we welcome those of you joining us on the Green Canyon broadcast. Unfortunately, we are unable to provide a video stream for Green Canyon tonight. The administration over at the high school has said no video from us tonight, so I apologize for that. But we have audio only on the call. And for those of you over in the Bear River Valley, same as always, 104.9 The Ranch. You can find us on the radio, and then you can find us on the YouTube stream. Again, audio only at Bear River Sports. Bear River Sports. Just search that on YouTube, and you can find the stream. So kickoff from Bears goes to Green Canyon. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. First handoff goes over the right side up the middle. Some tough yards there, maybe out for 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Wolves. Mark the ball at the 24-yard line. They're in their white uniforms with green letters and green helmets. And Bear River will be in their black jerseys with white pants and white helmets. Green Canyon going from left to right on the dial. In Peyton Wilson, the quarterback for Green Canyon, takes this snap, throws out to the right on the flat. Catch is made by Schramm and wrestled out of bounds by Riley Bingham for the Bears. That's enough for a 1st down out to the 32-yard line.
Good pass there by Wilson, finding a quick little out there with his receiver there, Schramm, and then that's going to be a connection the Bears are going to have to stop tonight, as Schramm had a very big week last week, and obviously Wilson can sling the ball around the field for sure.
Yeah, Hayden Schramm for the Wolves averaging 8 grabs a game, so he is their primary target on the offensive side of the ball when it comes to the passing game. This handoff goes straight up the middle on 1st and 10. Give him another 4 yards.
So for a team that last week had such a struggle running the ball, 2 runs so far here tonight and easily 5 yards per carry. So that's something to keep an eye on as we progress through this game. Can Green Canyon maintain the run? If they can, it's going to open up their passing game against this Bear River defense.
So Bears, again, they run a 3-man defensive front, and they'll bring a linebacker up, move him around on the defensive front. Shotgun snap this time, throw over on the left flat. It's taken again by Schramm. This time he has one defender to beat, can't quite do it, but gets past midfield and into Bear River territory at the 46-yard line.
So 2 run plays, 2 passes, both passes plays being little outs, almost 5-yard outs to Schramm. And his goal here is to try to cut the corner and get upfield. May want to see Bear River make an adjustment here where they either double team Schramm, make Wilson throw to somebody else, or force them to go downfield.
Bears might have to switch up their leverages here to outside leverage, force them inside. And the next play is a handoff. Again, little trap draw up the middle for another 5 yards on 1st down. So a little pattern developing here for Green Canyon. I believe that's number 40 for the Wolves. Micah Jenkins on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 4. Handoff again over the right side. This time nothing doing. Is met by Tyden Jones in the backfield. That was Jenkins again on the handoff. He'll lose a yard or 2. We're early in the first period. Just under 9:30 to go. Green Canyon took the opening kickoff, and they've moved into Bear River territory. They're in at the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 5. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, split back, shotgun formation. Looking to throw over the left side. This time they'll slant over the middle. Catch looked like it was almost brought in by Schramm, but it was knocked away at the last minute, and it'll bring up 4th down for the Wolves.
Good defensive stand there by Bear River with Tice Capner on the outside in coverage there, and just able to punch the ball out right at the last second, force a Green Canyon team that's going to go for it here, which is a little bit shocking here early in this game.
4th down, just inside Bear River territory at the 42-yard line. They will go for it. Wilson looks to throw, Fakes left and then does throw left. Out in the flat, has a wide open running back out of the backfield. That's number 37, Sam Selman. And he's got enough for a first down. Big gain on 4th down and 5.
Yeah, just a defensive lapse there by Bear River. You have two linebackers kind of sitting in the box, and neither one of them rolls out with the running back there and just able to easily pick up a first down.
So the passing game has been primarily little out routes out of the backfield for the Wolves, and the Bears have not adjusted to it yet. The one time Green Canyon tried to throw a slant over the middle was the one that was defended well. So 1st and 10 Wolves at the 30-yard line. They'll hand off this time straight up the middle. A little seam of running room for Jenkins again, and he's out. First down yardage inside the 20-yard line. So a good opening drive here by the Wolves. It's a team known for their defensive capabilities, has put together a very nice opening drive.
And if you're Bear River, this is where you have to come up big defensively here inside the red zone.
Bears will bring pressure off the left side. Here's a throw into the end zone over down the left side of the formation. It's over the head of the intended receiver. I believe is that Schramm out there again? Believe so. He's got the hardest number to see, 8. So bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Wolves at the 19-yard line. So Bears brought pressure. Green Canyon went for the big play. Nothing doing. Now 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. 1 to the left. Lone back next to Wilson. He fakes the throw. He's going to take the quarterback keeper up the middle. Nothing there. So Bears swarm. They'll blow it dead. Peyton Wilson will be stopped, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
So this is, if you're Bear River, this is where you watch for something in that little slant route that they've been so successful at. Here, you only had one pass down the field that I would say a pass has been farther than 10 yards, which has been incomplete. So I think you've got to look for something that's going to be a little 5-yard out here.
Same formation for Green Canyon. Here's a quick throw over the middle, complete to number 32, out near first down yardage. That's Cooper Johnny for the Wolves, and he's got it, I believe. It'll be 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. We approach 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score. Bear River will now have to hold up down here on the goal line. It's 1st and goal. Green Canyon will go 2 receivers to each side. Selman in the backfield next to Wilson. Now motion across the formation from left to right. Wants to throw left into the end zone. Has a man wide open. Comes back for the ball. That's Schramm. And Green Canyon's on the board first with the touchdown.
And Schramm just showing how good he actually is here in that opening possession. I mean, that was all him offensively. Jenkins had some good runs, but he just basically torching his defenders, whoever it is that's guarding him, and has been able to get open at any time he needs to.
Yeah, it was it almost looked like he was running a fly route, but, I mean, ultimately the back of the end zone is the end of it, but he put on the brakes halfway through the end zone and curled back for the easy catch, and the extra point is up and good. So Green Canyon with a beautiful opening possession. They'll take the 7-0 lead over the Bears. We'll take a short break on 104.9 The Ranch.
Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now, and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Welcome back. 7:11 to go in the first quarter. Green Canyon scores on their opening possession to take a 7-0 lead. They'll kick it away to the Bears. Kick is a good one down near the end zone, and it will go into the end zone, taken by Stevens for the touchback. Special thanks to the Logo Shop. They really can put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations trust the Logo Shop. We logo stuff. So the Bears will come out for their first possession of the game. Tonight's uniform check was sponsored by Bob's Body Shop, a preferred auto body repair center in Tremonton, and they'll take care of all the insurance paperwork for you. Call 257-7825. So we'll see what the Bears have in store for their opening possession of the game. They start at their own 20-yard line. They're going from right to left on the dial. The first play is a fake handoff and a throw over the middle. There's a little seam for Stevens, and he gets out for a 16-yard gain. A little RPO from Tyre to Stevens out near the 39-yard line. He's a little slow to get up.
And I think that's going to be a lot of the success that you're going to see from the Bears offense tonight is if Tyre can get the ball out quickly and find his receivers quickly. If you can get those short little passes, then you can start getting the DBs to creep up. Then Tyre can take that shot down the field that he likes to take occasionally. So I think that's going to be a key to Bears offense, but a great first play there.
Tighter formation here for the Bears. They've got Stevens on one side, Brager on another. Tyre takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Now they'll break it to the outside. This is Behrens, who handled most of the carries for the Bears in the last game, and he gets out for another first down. Give him 13 yards past midfield. Gladen Behrens had the big interception return for the Bears against Westfield last week that really opened that game up. Carried the ball 18 times for 68 yards. This time Bear will go with an empty set. 5 wide receivers, 3 on the right, 2 to the left. Now they'll motion Stevens into the backfield next to Tyre. He'll take the shotgun snap. 5-step drop, looks to throw, nothing doing. Now flushed out to the right side of the formation. Still looking, and ultimately he'll run it out of bounds.
And that's one right there. If you're Tyre, you got to understand, hey, I'm not going to get back line of scrimmage. I got to throw it up over the top of somebody and throw it out of bounds rather than, lose 2 yards in that play there. You got to be a little bit, understand the situation a little bit more, throw that ball out of bounds and just kind of take the lump there and move on to the next play.
So the 3-yard loss puts Bear River back at their own 48-yard line, 2nd down and 13. They'll go 2 receivers to each side. Tyre takes the snap, wants to throw out here to the left flat. He's got Stevens, another great catch. Makes one defender miss, has a good block out there from Corver Riley, and he's up close to first down yardage inside Green Canyon territory at the 41-yard line.
And you see right there, Trent, that's what we're talking about just understanding kind of the rhythm of the game and understanding if Tyre throws that ball out of bounds, next play you've got a first down, you got a new set of downs rather than facing a 3rd and 2 here. It's just one of those things a young quarterback can have to understand moving forward.
So here's a big 3rd down for Bear River. They've got 3 receivers on the right side. They will motion Stevens from right to left again. Tyre takes the snap, sprints out to the right side, gets a good block, throws to the sideline. That pass is intercepted as there was a receiver out there, but they had coverage under and over. Now a flag comes into play as the interception is returned all the way back into Bear River territory inside the 40-yard line. Didn't see the number out there on the interception, number 4 for the Wolves. That's Ben Wallace, the outside linebacker who was under the coverage.
Wasn't that a center for the Detroit Pistons?
Made a nice interception on that one.
There was a flag on the play. I want to say a block in the back probably.
Yeah, I think it was thrown after the interception.
No.
Helmet-to-helmet contact. I'm confused. They're bringing the ball back.
So the penalty was on Green Canyon. They maintained possession.
Yes, the interception stands. The penalty was on Green Canyon, 15 yards for what he signaled, I think, was a helmet-to-helmet hit. So that puts them back at their own 34-yard line where they'll start 1st and 10 on the turnover. This handoff goes up the middle, nothing doing there. So no gain on 1st and 10.
And so this is going to be another big possession right off the bat for the Bear River defense. I mean, you had almost a little bit of a sustained drive going offensively, turned the ball over, and now you have Green Canyon offense that moved down the field fairly easy on their first possession. You have to come up with a big stop here to get your offense back the ball.
Green Canyon comes out with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll hand off right up the middle. Few hard yards there out to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5.
And you can see one thing, even after last week when Green Canyon struggled to establish their run, they are very committed to to establishing that tonight, and so far have been very successful with Jenkins running inside the tackles.
Green Canyon this set will be shotgun, 2 running backs, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They'll take the snap. They want to throw deep down the left side. The receiver has the defender beat. Beautiful throw to Schramm, and he brings it in on the sideline and then steps out of bounds at the Bear River 25-yard line. Beautiful throw and catch. And that's a first down.
That young man is a problem on the offensive side of the ball. Just a great catch.
Just a go route.
Yeah.
Got behind the defense. Beautiful throw from Peyton Wilson as well. Green Canyon quickly up to the line. Same formation. Take the snap. This time they'll hand it off up the middle. Nowhere to go as Tyden Jones flies in and wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage.
So one thing I'd like to see Bear River do in this, even on this next play, is I'd love to see you throw a double team it. Throw a double team out there and force Wilson to go to somebody other than Shams.
Same formation for the Wolves, split backs. Look to throw again down the left side. It's the same play, the same route, and this time the Bear River defender is out there. Almost looked like maybe we had to grab the jersey to get back in there, but pretty good coverage from the Bears, and that's broken up in the end zone.
And I'm a little shocked that Bear River isn't having a safety over the top on that to provide a...
Green Canyon is seeing the one-on-one coverage and are willing to go there. So it brings up 3rd down and 10 from the Bear River 25-yard line. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. Green Canyon up 7-0. This time Wilson wants to throw down the right side of the field. They move Schramm to that side, and he beats the defender, and he's in for the touchdown.
I mean, at some point you're going to have to make an adjustment defensively because he is absolutely torching defensive backs when it's one-on-one.
So Hayden Schramm has come out firing on all cylinders for the Wolves as he's made big plays in the passing game. He's got to have 6 catches already. 2 of them have been touchdowns. And Green Canyon's second possession puts them up 13-0 pending the extra point, which is up, and it looks good, and it is good. So with 3:42 to go in the first quarter, it's been all about the offense for Green Canyon in this game. They lead 14-0 over the Bears.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300. 695-2300.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
3:42 to go in the first quarter. Green Canyon 14, Bear River 0, as Green Canyon will kick it away. It's taken by Stevens at the 3-yard line. Bears will try and run a reverse, and the ball is put on the ground, and I believe Green Canyon's on it. They are. So Bear River trying to bust out the big play on the reverse on the kickoff, and it backfires as the ball went to the ground, and Green Canyon's in business again inside the 15-yard line.
And that's, I'll be honest with you, Trent, that's not something I would like to see in that position. You're down 14-0 against a team that is very good defensively. You've got to get back, got to get some points in the board. I don't think now is the time to be trying to throw out some trick plays on them, especially when you put yourself in a chance to turn the ball over with an offense in Green Canyon that tonight has looked every bit as good as what their defense has looked.
So Green Canyon will come out. They've got one-on-one again on the right side if they want to go to Schramm. This time they'll hand off to Jenkins over the left side. Not a whole lot there, maybe a yard or two on first down. Take them inside the 15-yard line. So 2nd down and 9 for the Wolves inside the 15-yard line of the Bears. Looking to go up 3 scores.
Watch a pass to the corner here.
The handoff right up the middle. There's a little seam there. Jenkins breaks through into the second level, and he'll be tackled at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Wolves.
Through this first quarter, Green Canyon's looked every bit as good as advertised and looked every bit as good as a team that you would think has a chance to compete for a state championship here in a few months.
Yeah, they're putting it all together so far. So from the 3-yard line, they'll go shotgun, split running backs, 2 receivers to the right. They'll hand off right up the middle again, and they're in for the touchdown. The third one of the first quarter puts Green Canyon up 20-0 over the Bears. Preston Watts Collision and Glass trained technicians, latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. That's Preston Watts Collision and Glass. Green Canyon will line up for the extra point. The kick is away. It's good, and Green Canyon will go up 21-0 with 2:31 to go in the first quarter. DD Auto and Salvage, Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. No job is too big. That's DD Auto and Salvage. Castleite, whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile for your bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway, think Castleite online at castleite.com. So here we are, 2:31 to go. Bearver's got to find something and do it in a hurry. Green Canyon, 3 scores on the board, 21-0, and their latest on a reverse that goes awry, and the ball is put on the ground. 3 plays later, Green Canyon's in the end zone. So they'll kick it away again. This time it will go into the end zone to Stevens, and the Bears will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Central Milling, they produce high-quality flour for home and commercial kitchens. They are the Ferrari of flour. Central Milling is proud to help bring you this broadcast.
I always love that tagline, the Ferrari of flour.
Advertising at its finest. Love it. So Bearver's out there. We'll see if they can get something going on this possession. I think you at least got to sustain a drive long enough to get through this first quarter. Tyre will take the snap. They'll hand off up the middle. That's Tyden Jones. Some tough running, maybe a yard on the play. It's good swarming defense there from the Wolves. Looks like in on the tackle was number 27, Camden Gunter.
Yeah, if you're Bear River here, you at least got to get 2 or 3 first downs. Push the ball at least over to Green Canyon's side. Try to eat some clock here. And if anything, just try to settle yourself down as a team entirely.
Bear River shift 2 players from left to right across the formation. Now they'll hand off over the right side to Gladen Barons, trying to find some room out there. Good defense again from the Wolves. Is there to seal the edge. Trying to see a number out there.
Number 10?
Yeah, number 3 was out there as well. That's Shandon Thane. Came up to really help seal that edge off. The Bears will come out 3rd down and 11. They'll have 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Tyre's going to take the snap. He wants to throw a little swing pass out here to the side to Stevens, and that's met by a swarm of Wolves. First one to get there was, I believe, that Schramm out there on defense. Thought it was number 8. Number 6. That's Owen Godfrey.
Who, if I remember right, looking at stats, Owen Godfrey's had a very good year defensively, multiple tackles. And when I mean multiple, I mean 50-plus tackles.
Yeah, Green Canyon's got a handful of guys on this team with 50 to 60 tackles. And Bearver will be forced to punt it away on 4th down. Not a good punt. It is shanked over here on the left side of the field, and it actually hits Coach Waite right in the head. What's all going bad here is the punt goes out of bounds, and it's, I believe, on Green Canyon side of the field. It is. They'll have, or Bear River side of the field, excuse me. Green Canyon will start 1st and 10 from the Bear River 46-yard line.
With 39 seconds left of your Green Canyon, don't you try to take 2 shots here just to see if you can't put up 28 points? I realize, I mean, at this point, you've had a Bear River offense that's really struggled to move the ball. Yeah, they had the first drive was fairly decent, but you created a turnover. I'd take some shots here, especially if they're going to go one-on-one on the outside again, which Bear River is committed to do.
Here's a handoff up the middle to Jenkins. He weaves his way through, and he has 12 yards on first down. He's able to get through that first level of defenders. So Jenkins is off to a great start for Green Canyon. Green Canyon in no hurry here. They're content to let the first quarter come to an end.
Oh, see, they're better than me. I would definitely be taking the shot right
let's
here.
See if I can get 28 in the first quarter.
Just to see if you can put it up.
So Green Canyon's going to trot back to the sideline, and we come back to start the second quarter. It's Green Canyon 21, Bear River 0 on 104.9 The Ranch.
For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now, and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Green Canyon has the ball 1st and 10 at the Bear River 34-yard line. First play is a handoff over the right side to Jenkins, and he's up near first down yardage again. He'll be short by about 1.5 yards, bring up second and short. Again, welcome the Green Canyon fans who are listening to tonight's broadcast as Josh and I are doing the broadcast for both teams, Bear River and Green Canyon. Again, we are unable to provide video for tonight's broadcast. The administration over here said no video from us tonight, but audio only. We'll have, you should be able to find the audio stream on the platforms you normally listen to it on. Second down and short, Green Canyon's going to throw down the middle to who else but Schramm on a post route to the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, and there's the 4th touchdown of the first half with 11:23 to go in the second quarter. Big play after big play for number 8, Hayden Schramm, and the quarterback, number 1, Peyton Wilson.
I tell you what, Trent, somebody better start looking up the Utah High School record book for the number of touchdowns in a game, because he may very easily break that tonight.
Does he have them all, or does he have 3 of them?
He's got
3 of them, and they ran one in.
Yeah, Jenkins has a running touchdown.
So the extra point is up and good. And in the blink of an eye, Green Canyon's up 28-0 early in the second quarter. And I'm with you, Josh. At some point, someone's got to be underneath and over the top of that guy, even if they force him to make a catch under or in front of the defense.
I mean, I would prefer at this point. The guy's got 3 receiving touchdowns, and it's been, one-on-one the entire time. I'd prefer you put 3 guys on him. I don't care if another receiver burns you the rest of the game. Let at least shut him down, because at this rate, we've now only played a quarter and 40 seconds, and he's got 3 touchdowns. This rate, he's going to have 12 by the time the day's over.
Might be witnessing something tonight pretty special from number 8, Hayden Schramm for the Wolves, as their offense has come out firing. The run game has been just as impressive. They've about split the run pass. It's 50-50.
All the way through, they've been impressive. They've been impressive on the defensive side of the ball, which we knew they were going to be, and have been extremely impressive on the offensive side of the ball.
The kickoff goes into the end zone, and Bear River will bring it out to their own 20-yard line, where they'll start 1st and 10. Again, special thanks to our sponsors for tonight's game. Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule your service call on their website, advancedheating-ac.com. Looking for a new gas fireplace? Call 752-7272. That's Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning. First and 10, Bears will have a tight formation here. A couple of tight ends, one receiver to each side. They'll take the snap. Handoff goes over the left side to Behrens. He's trying to find some running room. Now cuts back to the middle. Nothing doing. As it's been apparent, Josh, the cutbacks are not going to be there against this Wolves defense. You better find your seam and try and get up the field.
Well, that's partially what makes this Wolves defense so good. It's that first guy that makes initial contact slows you down, and then it's a swarm after that, and they just keep coming at you and coming at you. Which is a huge credit to who they are as a team.
So the Bears will have second down and 11 from their own 19-yard line. Bears will have two receivers to each side. They'll motion now from left to right. Low snap. Tyre picks it up off the ground. Has some time to throw. Still has time to throw. Now maybe wants to run up the middle, and he will. Green Canyon's defense collapses pretty nicely as he's only able to get really back close to the original line of scrimmage, if that. So lots of time to throw. Good coverage in the secondary by the Wolves, preventing anyone from getting open downfield. So we mentioned number 9, Eli Wheatley, the leading tackler on the team, their linebacker. I'm not mistaken. I thought last year the defensive player of the year in the region was a Wheatley as well from Green Canyon. This time Tyre takes the snap, is flushed out of the pocket over the right side, and just has to throw it into the ground at the feet of his intended receiver. Would not have been enough for a first down. Brings up 4th down and 11, and the Bears will bring the punt team out again. The punt is away. This is a little better punt than the last one. It's going to get past midfield, take a beautiful Bear River bounce, and roll down inside the 35. Bear River was... Green Canyon's return man was right there trying to get out of the way, and a couple of times looked like he was awfully close to touching that football. Bear River picked it up and returned it in hopes that the official said he did touch it, but they do not, and it will be downed at the 38-yard line, and that's where Green Canyon will start 1st and 10 inside their own territory.
So I looked it up, Trent, and 5 gets you in the record book. The most in a game is 6 receiving touchdowns. So once we get to 4, we'll start being on record watch.
We'll be on record watch. Okay, one more. First and 10.
But
10
again,
Wolves.
we're going single. I mean,
And I think Green Canyon sees it, but they're going to stay committed to the run game. They hand it off on first down for a couple yards. And I think by doing it the way that they are, by running it here and running it there, it's forcing Bear River's linebackers to stay committed to stopping the run. But if I'm a Bear River player in the secondary right now, I'm going to try and have a little bit more pride and take a little bit more pride in staying over the top of this guy. Bears will bring pressure off the left side. Quick throw over here on the right. That's taken by Schramm, and that's underneath in front of the defense, and he's knocked out of bounds. Does get past first down yardage, gain of 12. So that time, Schramm just sat down in front of the zone defense and took what the defense gave him, but that's a starting point. Make him catch it in front of the defense and make a tackle. 8:50 to go in the second quarter, 28-0 Green Canyon. In a first half that has been dominated by the Wolves on offense. As we've mentioned, Schramm has 3 touchdown receptions, multiple other catches. This time a handoff to Jenkins up the middle. He goes over the right side, and he's out 12, 13 yards. Another first down into Bear River territory.
And as impressive as Wilson and Schramm have been tonight for Green Canyon, you've got to give just as much a credit to Jenkins in the way that he's run the ball. He's got to be quickly approaching 100 yards rushing tonight before we're even halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, every time he gets it, it's 5 yards or more. Split backs next to Wilson. He'll take the snap, look to throw. Down the left side, and there's Schramm off his fingertips. Almost made a fantastic catch again. Good coverage out there by Corver Riley, I believe. I believe that's who's defending. We had a good view from here, and that baby was almost right in the hands again.
And a great thrown ball by Wilson to put it in a spot where literally it was either Schramm's going to catch it or he's going to drop it. There's no way the defender is going to have any chance there. So great throw by him. And I'm telling you, Trent, having watched this team now for a quarter and a half, this is a state championship contending Green Canyon team, in my opinion.
They'll have 3 receivers to the right this time. The handoff on this one goes to number 37, Sam Selman. Nothing doing on 2nd down and 10. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage and bring up 3rd and 10. So the Bears have had Green Canyon in a couple of 3rd down and longs, but they've been able to pick them all up.
And a 4th down.
They did have them in a 4th down. First possession had a 4th and 5. Just unable to get the big defensive play. Bears losing the turnover battle as well. We have an interception and then the big fumble on the reverse attempt on the kickoff. Wilson this time takes the snap, throws over the middle on a little curl route. That's taken by number 32, Cooper Johnny, and he's out near 1st down yardage, but it is going to be short. The Wolves will go for it, I would imagine. Ball's at the 34-yard line. 4th and 2, maybe 2.5. We'll see how the Bears want to play their coverage. Green Canyon's going to go with a little tighter formation here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs. They are going to throw on 4th down, and here's the throw to the right side. It's intended for Schramm. They want a penalty flag as the Bears did have 2 defenders back there, someone over the top, someone underneath, and Schramm's feet got tangled up as he fell down. I think the pass was overthrown either way. Wasn't going to be able to bring it in, but no penalty on the play, and Bear River will take over 1st and 10. There's the first thing that's gone our way, Josh.
Yeah, that was a
turnover on downs.
And what was the adjustment made? It was, you had 2 guys out there on him, and that's where Wilson wants to go. It's very apparent that is his first target. So, and if that's going to be his first target defensively, you can make some adjustments to kind of bait him a little bit to make some throws where you can put up a defender in a position to try to pick a ball off.
1st and 10, Bear River. They'll go straight up the middle with Tyden Jones, and he's going to grab 4 or 5 yards on 1st down and bring up 2nd down and 6.
It's extremely important right here for Bear River to get some points on the board. Even if it's a Stone Higley field goal, you've got to do something here to put points on the board and to try to bring some momentum back into this game.
Another shotgun snap taken by Tyre. He'll hand off again to Tyden Jones up the middle, lower the shoulder, and get out near the 1st down marker, maybe just short. Nope, they're going to give it to him. 1st down and 10. Mark the ball at the Bear River 44-yard line. So 2 nice runs to start this drive by Tyden Jones. We're at 6:15 to go in the 2nd quarter, 28-0 Wolves. Tyre will go hard count, then they'll look to the sideline, see what Coach Waite wants to do. Tyre takes the snap. They're going to throw it. He's looking to throw deep down the right side. Has a receiver wide open. It's Corver Riley. No one's near him, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bear River. Boy, there was a miscommunication on the defense. 2 defenders bit on the short route and left Corver Riley wide open down the sideline, and all Jackson Tyre did was had to put some air under it to make sure Riley could run underneath it. Beautifully done. And the Bears are finally on the board with 5:51 to go in the 2nd quarter. Pending the PAT, currently 28-6. Bears will line up in the offset formation. They'll take the snap and throw it over to Tyden Jones, and he runs into the goal line. No signal yet. Looked like he got there on the 2-point conversion, and it is. It's good. So it's one of those funky offset formations where all the linemen are on the left side and the snapper and the holder and kicker are the only ones on the right side. And they took the snap, threw it over to Tyden Jones, and he ran it in for the 2-point conversion. So with 5:51 to go in the 2nd quarter, Green Canyon 28, Bear River 8 on 104.9 The Ranch.
Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300. 695-2300.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase...
5:51 to go in the second quarter. Bear River trailing 28-8. Bear River just scored on a nice throw and catch from Tyre to Corver Riley for about 55 yards for the score, and the kickoff from Bear River goes into the end zone for the touchback, and Green Canyon will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Turned it over on downs on their last possession.
And so if you're Bear River, you got a little bit of a chance here. I mean, if you can come out and force a 3 and out here in Green Canyon territory, force Green Canyon to punt the ball for the first time tonight, and then be able to get a score going into halftime, you all of a sudden kind of turn the table a little bit on this game.
First play from scrimmage will be a handoff up the middle. Big scrum there as both teams fighting to push the ball one way or the other. Give them a couple yards on first down, be 2nd down and 8. Green Canyon this time split running backs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff to Jenkins over the right side, and he's up near first down. Yeah, he's got it first down out to the 31-yard line. As we approach 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. This time Green Canyon will shift and have 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Again, split backs next to Wilson. He'll take the shotgun snap, throw out here to the flat, and that's met instantly. I believe that's Schramm on the catch. Short gain, maybe 2 yards.
And that's okay. You can live with that. If that's what you've got to give up to him, let him take 2 yards, 5 yards. That's fine. Just keep him from being able to eat you up down the field by going, the big play, the 20, 25-yard play.
And really, you get some hits on him, too, at the same time, Josh. Anything underneath, he's going to have to absorb a few hits, and you just never know throughout the game how that might wear a player down. This time they'll hand off to Jenkins up the middle, and boy, that seam's been there a lot, and there he is. 8 yards and another first down for the Wolves out to their own 45-yard line.
One thing, if you notice, Trent, Green Canyon has yet to run the ball to the left side. Everything has been to the right side. It's been right through the guard and tackle. It's essentially the exact same play every time. It's picking up anywhere from 5 to 10 yards on every run.
Yeah, that right side of the offensive line for the Wolves have done a beautiful job tonight of opening up that seam. Shotgun snap again. Same handoff to Jenkins again. This time the Bears bring some pressure off of that side, hold him to a couple yards on 1st and 10. So Jenkins has had a big first half for the Wolves on the ground, and Schramm's had a huge first quarter, it seemed like, through the air. As far as receiving yards and touchdowns, again, he's got 3 scores in the first half. Wilson has 3 touchdown passes, and I believe Jenkins had the 1 touchdown run. 2nd down and 8. Wilson takes the snap, hands off up the middle to Jenkins. Give him 2 more yards on 2nd down. We'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for Green Canyon at their own 49-yard line. So I think this is a big one here.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down here in the second quarter for Bear River. If you can force Green Canyon off the field here, you still give yourself about 2 minutes left to go down and at least put some more points on the board, which would be a huge momentum shift going into halftime.
So 3rd down and 6. Green Canyon just short of midfield. Wilson takes the snap, looks to throw, wants to throw deep down the right side, has a receiver there. The Bear River defender doesn't turn around, and the receiver makes the catch, almost reached over the top of the defender, grabbed the ball, made a nice catch, and who is it? Schramm. There is a penalty flag on the play just over here in front of the Bear River sideline. Every indication is that this is coming back.
He just Randy Mossed that kid.
He certainly did.
I mean, that's the best way to describe it. He just Randy Mossed him.
Yeah, it was one of those, I think if the Bear River defender turned around, had a great chance to make a play on the ball, didn't make any contact either, so there was no pass interference, but what a catch.
I'm pretty sure he caught the ball and the defender's head in that play.
But it was all for nothing, a 15-yard face mask penalty against Green Canyon, so that's a huge call as it puts them back at 3rd down and 25. And now if you're Bear River, this has got to be all about keeping everything in front of first down yardage, and Green Canyon will punt this ball away.
If I'm Bear River's defensive coordinator here, I'm calling you double team Shams and you run an all-out blitz here and try to force Wilson to make a quick decision.
The Bears are up tight on defense. No safeties over the top. Interesting formation. Now it looks like they're dropping back a little bit. Wilson wants to throw, has single coverage down the right side, had an opportunity at a throw at number 42 for Green Canyon, Cody Edelmeyer. And that was overthrown just slightly. Good coverage there by Gladen Barons, and it'll bring up 4th and long, and that stops the clock.
Well, that the big thing there, Trent, they go to a different receiver, and what happens? You force a turnover. So, great job there by the Bears defense. You force Green Canyon to punt the ball here with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the half. And if you're Bear River, you can go down and get a score here. Now, all of a sudden, I think Green Canyon might start thinking, okay, they're not going away, and you might have weathered the storm just a little bit.
So Green Canyon in punt formation back at their own 34-yard line. High snap. Thought the Bears had a chance at a block there. The short kick lands at the 38-yard line, takes a friendly Green Canyon bounce, and will roll all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a lot of pressure on that punt after the high snap. Unfortunate for the Bears, they were unable to come up with the block. But they'll have it at their own 26-yard line with a minute 59 to go in the second quarter, with a chance to try and cut into this Green Canyon lead, which is currently 28-8. Golden Spike Electric sponsors tonight's halftime show. Don't let Mother Nature spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric at 257-3016. First snap from the Bears is a quick throw out to the right sideline to Brager, and he gets out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 5-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 5. Plenty of time. I think Bear River has all 3 timeouts.
If you're Jackson Tire, you got to be smart. You got to be efficient. Understand, like I say, you got plenty of time. You got 3 timeouts. You don't have to throw it up and have a long ball here or the big play. You can kind of pick them apart as you go down the field.
Tire takes a snap, wants to throw again. Pressure coming off the right side. There's a flag, and that will be a hold, what appears to be on the Bear River offense.
Just a little bit of a hold there. He might have wrapped him up and tackled him a little bit. That one's pretty easy to call if you're the ref.
Yeah, Bear River moving back 10 yards and will replay 2nd down. That is going to move Bear River back now inside the 22-yard line. I think that was a generous mark. I thought the penalty was from the spot of the hold. Well, it brings up 2nd down and a 15. Tire takes the snap, looking to throw again. This time they throw over the middle. Catch is made by Stevens, gets out to the 31-yard line. So we're back to where we were before. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Bear River will take a timeout to stop the clock.
Actually, it was Green Canyon that took a timeout, I think. Well, I think both coaches tried to call a timeout because I watched Green Canyon.
Okay, I think they did signal to Green Canyon. So Green Canyon's thinking, hey, we've got a 3rd down here. Stop them, get the ball back, have pretty good field position. While we have a minute, we'll thank some more of our sponsors for tonight's game. Cache Valley Auto Care. Car problems? Trust Cache Valley Auto Care for expert service, backed by excellent online reviews and customer satisfaction. Find coupons on their website, Cache Valley Auto. Great Basin Graphics. Custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Go to greatbasingraphics.com. C&R Trailer Sales. Whether you need trailer for your family or your stock, C&R Trailer Sales in Elwood has what you need. Find them online at crtrl.com. So Bear River back out there. 5 wide receivers set. Tyre now sprints over here to the right side, looking downfield, nothing doing, and he'll throw it out of bounds to the Bear River sideline, and Bears will not be able to pick up the first down, and they will punt it away.
That play right there is kind of a tough one for me in a situation is you roll Tyre out, and you really only have one wide receiver on that side that he can go to. I'd prefer to kind of keep him in the pocket where he can scan the whole field and have an opportunity to go to multiple receivers rather than just kind of zoning in on one.
Here's the punt from the Bears. A nice punt down the right sideline. Will hit at the 32-yard line and bounce out of bounds. And that's where Green Canyon will start 1st and 10 with 1:24 to go in the first half. In a first half that has been dominated by the Wolves. They lead 28-8. Bears were able to get a touchdown on a broken defensive play where Corver Riley sprung free down the right sideline. Unfortunately, Bear were unable to get anything else after that, and here's Green Canyon with an opportunity to score before the end of the first half. They'll come out with 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the hash mark here just in front of Bear River's sideline. Green Canyon going from right to left on the dial. They'll take the snap. Wilson looking, nothing doing. Now he wants to sprint up the middle, makes one man miss, and he'll lean forward at the 38-yard line, picking up 4 yards on the play. Green Canyon, there's an indication of a timeout, and this one is called by Bear River. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wolves. Each team has called a timeout on defense, interestingly enough. K&N Automotive, when you need reliable auto repairs, visit K&N Automotive in Tremont. For fast, quality service from complex to routine, visit knautomotiveincorporated.com today. Levitt Group of Northern Utah. At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, they treat you like a person, not just a policy. Learn more by calling 695-2300. 1:13 to go in the first half, 28-8 Green Canyon. They have the ball 2nd down and 5 from their own 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation, 1 to the left. Lone back next to Wilson. Fakes the throw to the right, now going down the left sideline. Up for the grab over the defense is number 42 for the Wolves. The defender falls down. That's Behrens, and he's in for the touchdown. Huge play. Cody Edelmeyer for Green Canyon on the reception. They tried to go to him earlier, and this time he's able to go up over the defender and make the grab. Unfortunately for Bear River, Behrens fell down on the play, and that left no one back there defensively, and Green Canyon is going to get another score before half.
And it's unfortunate that Behrens does fall down there, but as a Bear River defense, you got to understand they're going to take a shot at some point. So you'd rather them play almost a cushion prevent defense a little bit in that situation, rather than playing everybody up so tight. Let them have a 5-yard pass. 5-yard pass isn't going to kill you with a minute left. But instead, the Bears decide to go with an uptight defense, and then Green Canyon continues to burn them over the top.
Yeah, give all the credit to the Wolves recognizing the defense the Bears are playing. The Bears have kind of lived and died, and it's been all death so far playing the press coverage on these receivers, and Green Canyon's making the plays. You got to give them credit. Wilson's made some nice throws, but more often than not tonight, Green Canyon has won the one-on-one battle, and some of it has been great receiver play, but a lot of it has been just getting behind the defense. So the extra point is good. Green Canyon now leads 35-8 with 1:04 to go in the first half. So now instead of Bear River taking the ball down and scoring before halftime, Green Canyon gets it back. Another big strike score has them up big here in the second quarter. The kick is away. This one might not make the end zone. It's taken at the 6-yard line by Stevens. He's quick up the middle. Now he's going to try and break it to the outside. Good contain out there as it forced Stevens to come back up the middle of the field a little bit, and he gets out to about the 37-yard line.
What a good little return there by Stevens, too, with this under a minute to go. At least gives you, put your offense in a position where you could maybe take a shot and try to get yourself within field goal range.
Let's see if the Bears can get a throw over the middle of the field, get out past midfield, and then see what can happen. They'll go with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right side of the field. They're going from left to right on the dial. Tyre takes the snap, wants to throw down the right side, flushed out, throws back across his body. Cash Avery was in the area, but that'll fall incomplete.
And in the last 2 possessions, Tyre has been under serious duress, and Green Canyon is only bringing 3 guys on the rush. So credit the defensive line for Green Canyon being able to get in the backfield and force Tyre out. And Tyre tonight, under pressure, has not looked comfortable at all.
And it's almost like Green Canyon's keeping the pocket wide and pushing it. I think the move is going to be to step up in the pocket. This time they bring 4. He does step up in the pocket this time. He's going to run out near first down yardage, and he has it. 15-yard gain on 2nd down and 10. I just think he'll start to maybe see that more, that instead of trying to sprint out around that pocket, he's going to find he can step up into it a lot better.
Don't you love it, though, Trent, when you can call the play and then it happens? It just makes you look
that
like a
might
genius.
be the first time I've ever done that. You do it a lot. But for me to do it, that just felt great. Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Give him the offensive playbook. Let him call the plays.
So the timeout is called by the Bears as they are now out near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Clock not their friend right now. 42 seconds to go, trailing 35-8.
I think if you're Bear River right now, I think what you're looking to do offensively is run a little 5-10-yard out route that if the receivers are great, hit him, let him get out of bounds. If not, if that's there, do the same thing and let Tyre run up the gut. You've still got 2 timeouts left that you can use. Pick up 5-10 yards here. Again, you don't have to have a home run play with 42 seconds left. I mean, you still can run 3-4 plays before you have to worry about that.
So Bears out there, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tyre takes the snap. He'll drop back. Pressure coming again off the right side. This time he fakes the throw over the middle, and the ball came out of his hands. It was obviously a forward pass. I'm not sure what we're doing here. They're calling it a fumble?
I was going to say that had to be that's a forward pass. His arm's going forward.
No one stopped the play. If anything, it's intentional grounding because there was no one in the area. But to call this a fumble is insane. Even if you're pump faking that and your pump fake, the ball goes forward. It's an incomplete pass. I'm not sure the officials knew what to call here. Green Canyon scooped it up, and they've got the ball, and there's the flag as it comes out. As intentional grounding, I'm assuming, is the call. So they will call intentional grounding against Bear River. It's a penalty and loss of down, but Bear River will retain possession of the ball. So I think ultimately they get the call right. There was not a receiver anywhere in the area, even though Jackson was not trying to ground the ball. It just came out. So 10-yard penalty and loss of down puts him back at the 40-yard line. So 2nd and 20, clock at 36 seconds. Shotgun snap, Tyre takes it, wants to sprint out over the left side. Looking, and now he's going to throw deep down the left sideline. Has a receiver there. It's caught by Stevens, but I believe he's out of bounds. As he made an adjustment at the end to come and make that catch, but the adjustment put him out of bounds. Bring up 3rd and long. Again, Bear River back at their own 40-yard line. You're in this dangerous territory, Josh, where you don't want to give Green Canyon the ball back.
No, absolutely not. I would almost prefer you run the ball here and
force them
to use a timeout. And
Tyre fakes the sprint out to the left. They'll hand it back coming the other direction. Stay in bounds. That's Barons. He tries to cut back again to the left. All of that ends up being 5 yards. And Green Canyon will call a timeout with 14 seconds to go in the first half. Some other scores tonight in the region. It's like some similar things going on that are going on here. Skyview up 42-0 over Westfield in the second quarter.
Sounds like that game's getting a little chippy down there as well.
Ridgeline up 14-3 over Mountain Crest.
Battle of the top teams in the region. Which, can we talk about Mountain Crest? I think they kind of a little bit of a shock, the fact that they're up at the top of the region. I didn't expect them to be there. I think you expected Ridgeline, you expected Green Canyon to be there, but Mountain Crest has played extremely well this year to be in that position, and I believe they're a top 10 team in the RPI rankings so far.
We're getting some time back on the clock for Green Canyon. Yeah, I'm with you, though, Josh. Mountain Crest has looked really good at times, picking up a nice win against these guys, against Green Canyon, 28-14, and that's looking even more impressive now.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
So the punt for Bear River is away. Looks to be fielded, and it's taken at the 24-yard line, and the ball comes out, but it's out of bounds. Boy, that was dangerous, as it was... what's going on the sideline? Almost a mistake there by the Bears for a penalty, but Bryson Paps took that return, was kind of holding the ball in the left hand, and it sprung out at the end, but it was out of bounds, so Green Canyon keeps possession. 8 seconds to go. If Green Canyon scores here on a pass over the top, Josh, I think we'll just call it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Bear River, it's got to be prevent defense here, and from the looks of it, the way they're lining up, there is not a prevent defense.
This time they're dropping Cash Avery back a little bit. Looks like they'll go with 2 deep safeties. They've got a chance over the middle. They don't take that throw. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he'll throw to the sideline out of bounds, and that will run the rest of the time off the clock. And Bear River's going to get out of this first half trailing 35-8 against the visiting Green Canyon Wolves. You're listening to Bear River Bears football on 104.9 The Ranch.
Very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at castelite.com.
Kent's Market in Tremonton has all your grocery needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com. Frank May Ski-Doo has a deal on select 24 Can-Am models, rebates up to $3,000 on SSV units and $1,000 on ATVs, and 2.99% financing for 36 months. Frank May Ski-Doo in Honeyville. 4-time Best of Northern Utah gold medalist. See store for details.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots. Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
In need of a trailer to haul your livestock, snowmobiles, or ATV? Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremonton. They also carry flatbeds and enclosed trailers. CNR Trailer Sales, 435-246-3048. Online at crtrl.com.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Golden Spike Electric is your local source for Generac sales and service. Act now and for a short time, take advantage of Generac's free 7-year warranty. Online at gsegenerators.com or call 257-3016.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
At the Levitt Group of Northern Utah, we treat you like a person, not just a policy. Call us today at 695-2300. 695-2300.
Mike Knorr Plumbing serves Tremonton, Cache Valley, and beyond. Mike Knorr Plumbing brings expertise and reliability to every job. Call the pros with almost half a century of experience. A Best of Northern Utah and Reader's Choice winner, Mike Knorr Plumbing. Online at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Central Milling, Gilt Edge Flour, and Wheatland Seed are local companies who produce high-quality organic flour for home and commercial kitchens. Rest assured, when you purchase one of their products, you'll get the very best. Central Milling in Logan, Wheatland Seed in Collinston, Gilt Edge Flour in Richmond.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays, witness their indestructible products online at castelite.com.
Kent's Market and Tree.
Welcome back, fans. This is the Golden Spike Electric halftime show. Don't let Mother Nature spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric at 257-3016. Well, Josh, in the first half that was dominated by Green Canyon 35-8, they got out to a 28-0 lead. Bear River did get one score on the board on a Corver Riley touchdown pass on a broken defensive play. But I think we've said what can be said. It's just dominating performance by Green Canyon on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's been, if you're a Green Canyon fan and a Green Canyon player, everything's been going right. If you're a Bear River fan and a Bear River player, everything's been going wrong. You got to give a lot of credit to Green Canyon. I think they came into this game understanding that, Bear River plays extremely well here at home. They've played some really good, tight games against some good teams here at home. And the best way to kind of combat that issue is you come out and you punch them right in the mouth right from the very beginning, and Green Canyon did that in a big, big way, scoring 21 points almost in the blink of an eye, it felt like. So, Bear River kind of forced themselves into some mistakes. Obviously, that first possession, you throw a pick when you're moving the ball. That kind of hurts yourself. And then, really, to me, never really made that adjustment that needed to be made on the defensive side of the ball, especially when Green Canyon essentially was running the same running play every time on first down, too, by the way, and really no protection over the top from Bear River's defensive back. So I'm interested to see the adjustments that are made at halftime, to see if Green Canyon just continues to, put the foot on the throttle and keep going, and if Bear River can make some adjustments defensively and get the offense going like it was at Westside a week ago.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head as far as the Bears unable to make the in-game adjustments in that first half. I think if they can make some halftime adjustments, maybe slow the Wolves down just a little bit, but at this point it almost seems like you're too far behind to come back and win this game, but stranger things have happened. But I would like to see if the Bears can make some adjustments at halftime. And we'll see if they can do that.
I think, if anything, you have to get some momentum as a team. Even if this is one of those games, even if you realize, okay, maybe we don't come back and win it. You're obviously trying to come back and win it. But even if you don't, you have to start building some momentum, because you are going to play Logan next week with very much a chance to stay in the RPI standings to still make the playoffs after that. So you have to still build some momentum coming out of this game rather than just kind of roll over and turn your belly up.
Yeah, definitely a winnable game next week for the Bears on the road at Logan, a team that struggled mightily this season. I mean, the Bears have had their own struggles, but the Bears have had a few more bright spots.
But Logan put up 21 points against this Green Canyon team, though, a couple weeks ago.
True.
So Logan's a sneakily good – sneakily is not a word, but I'm going to use the word sneakily. They're a sneakily interesting team that if you start really going through who they've played some tight games. I think they only lost 20-15 to Mountain Crest. So they've played some pretty interesting games. I better double check that. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but just I don't. If you're Bear River, you can't go into next week thinking we're just going to get a win and make the playoffs. That can't be on your mind. You better come prepared because Logan's got a chance that they could beat you in that game.
So did you mention, Josh, the RPI has come out this week?
Yes, and I was correct. It was 20-15 last week for Mountain Crest over Logan, which is a little bit of a shock. I mean, Mountain Crest kind of throttled Bear River, but yeah, the RPI has come out and it's got Bear River. So Green Canyon is actually number 7 in the RPI, so they're safely going to be in there. They're actually kind of competing for that spot to get a bye in the first round, which would be huge. And Bear River and Logan are both sitting at 21 and 22, and and Westfield is 24. They only take 24 teams to the state playoffs. So you still have things to play for if you're Bear River, Logan, and Westfield. And I mean, that's next week's game. Because Logan's going to get beat again tonight. They're losing 33-3 to Cedar. So they're going to drop a little bit in the RPI. Bear River's obviously going to drop a little bit in the RPI. So next week's game very much could be a win and you're in the playoffs for either one of those teams.
Which will make for an exciting game over in Logan next week. So good to know about the RPI. Appreciate Josh bringing that up. And like I say, big game for Green Canyon. They win, probably putting themselves in position to get a first-round bye in the playoffs. Coming off a season where they went to the state championship last year, which to me was a little bit surprising, but their defense last year was absolutely phenomenal.
Well,
over there when we played them last year, we had a pretty decent offensive team, and that was one game that changed our season. We went over there, and their defense absolutely obliterated us. And a little bit, they're not as dominating today on that side of the ball. I mean, they've done well, but still a really good defense here with Green Canyon.
Absolutely, 100%. And that that's their identity. Me and you, we've done this long enough together that I'm always big on a team that has an identity, that know who they are, that a program that has a culture that knows who they are. Whether or not it's the case, from the outside looking in, the culture of Green Canyon is defense. That's where they build it. It's almost, if I were to make a pro analogy, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. To me, it's built on defense. Defense wins games. Then we have an offense. If we have a good offense, you better watch out, to me. So, and they've had a very good offense tonight. But going back to the RPI, 4 teams from this region, Trent, 4 teams are in the top 10 from this region, with Ridgeline obviously number 1 in the state, probably the favorite to win it. Skyview is in there. Green Canyon is in there, and Mount Crest is in there. Who Mount Crest to me is kind of been the surprise in the punch bowl from Region 11, just because they've played extremely well this year and have looked really, really good.
It looks good over here.
So, but yeah, no, that just goes to the credit of how good the region is from top to bottom. Now that there's 7 teams in the region, not going to be like the Pac-12. We're all just to keep expanding. But that's a lot of credit to how good the region is, just from top to bottom. Those top 4 teams, those are some very, very good teams. Skyview's a team that, they're in the top 10, and I'll be honest, the state playoffs, would you want to face them in the first round? I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't want to face, you don't want to face Ridgeline. This Green Canyon team, I don't
want any part of them.
Yeah, no, if they play like they're playing tonight, there's no team in the state that wants to play them. Mount Crest has beat this team, which that just goes to show how good Mount Crest has been. And Skyview, like I say, they're a great team as well. I mean, you very easily could see 2 teams from Region 11 playing for the state championship game. I'd love to see Green Canyon back to play for it again. I think they deserve that chance, and if they play like they've played tonight, everybody better be on notice for the rest of the season.
Couldn't agree more. You've been listening to the Golden Spike Electric halftime show. Don't let Mother Nature get you spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric at 257-3016. Some of our other great sponsors for tonight's game: Les Olson IT. What can a business technology partner do for you? All the office products you need and a great service team. Learn more at lesolson.com. Napa Auto Parts. The parts and oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best. Locally owned and operated from Preston to Providence. That's Napa Auto Parts. Young Toyota and Young Honda for over 100 years, delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think young, drive young. So again, tonight's broadcast being provided by Josh and I is for Green Canyon and Bear River. We welcome those of you from Green Canyon who have been tuned into the broadcast. We apologize we are unable to provide any video streaming for tonight's game. The administration over here said no to that, so we have audio only. You can find the streams on your regular streaming platforms through CashValleyDaily.com.
Well, that's okay. We like Green Canyon people. I like Green Canyon. There's really only one team in the region we don't like, right, Trent?
I could maybe think of a second. But, yeah, definitely got nothing against the Green Canyon folks or their team tonight. They've played well. I give them a lot of credit, and we'll see if the Bears can bounce back a little bit here in the second half. Green Canyon comes out onto the field. Again, they are in their white uniforms with green letters and green helmets. And Bear River's in their black uniforms with white pants, red letters, and white helmets. Bear River will start the second half with the football. They will be going from left to right on the dial. What turned out to be a beautiful night for football over here in Garland. So temperatures are finally starting to come down just a little bit. It looks like maybe next weekend we're going to feel some of that 30-degree morning.
I was going to say, you remember last year when we had the state tournament, Bear River played at Green Canyon? As the kickoff goes through the end zone, but Bear River played at Green Canyon in the first round of the state playoff. You remember us having to be up on top of the score booth? We had like 5 layers on trying to stay warm through that winter storm.
Kind of a little rainy, turned to snow at times. That was interesting.
The things we do for this.
Yeah, just dedication, man.
I mean, it's just sacrifice.
So Bear River will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line on the touchback. They'll have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, lone running back next to Tyre in the shotgun. They'll take the snap, handoff up the middle goes to Tyden Jones. There's a big run. Out fighting for first down yardage, and he'll get it, a gain of 13 on first down. That's about the 4th time we've seen them hand to Ty Jones. We'll see if he's a bigger part of the running game here in the second half.
You know, I love watching Tyden Jones run the football just because he is very much a smash-mouth football type of player. He's going to run it right up the gut, basically say, you can jump on my back if you want to, but I'm going to carry you another 3-4 yards here before I decide to go down.
2 receivers on each side. This time they fake the handoff to Tyden, throw out into the flat. That's Tatum Stevens, makes one man miss. Fighting against another one. He'll get to the 40-yard line, give him 7 yards on first down. So that time they fake the handoff to Ty Jones, pick up 7 yards in the passing game, and they'll be out on the far hash mark over by the Green Canyon sideline. So the Green Canyon will come up and press coverage here on the near side of the field. They've got one-on-one to Corver Riley if they want to take it. This time they will fake the handoff. Tyre keeps it over the right side, trying to find some running room. Now he does get a little bit. He's out past midfield. Put him into Green Canyon territory. That'll be enough for a Bear River first down.
A good little run there by Tyre. I mean, able to kind of bait that DB. That DB almost had a chance to cut him off there, and able to bait him a little bit, then use his speed to get around the end. And that's part of the Tyre's game we haven't seen a ton of. He's super athletic, actually extremely quick. Love to actually see him use his legs a little bit more in the offense.
This time the shotgun snap is handed to Ty Jones up the middle. This time they get a couple defenders there to bring him down. No gain on the play. I think the last run from Jackson was actually set up nicely by the fake handoff. He really stuck it in the running back's gut for almost as long as you could, pulled it out at the last second, and really baited the defense in. So the Bears will have 2nd down and 10, now right at the 50-yard line. Big opening possession for the Bears. Need to get some points on the board here. Still trailing by a ton, 35-8. 2 running backs this time next to Tyre. This one will hand off up the middle. That's Gladen Barons, I believe, and he's out to down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 5 yards on 1st and 10. Excuse me, that was 2nd down and 10. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So you're 3rd and 5 here. You're on your own 45-yard line. You obviously got to understand this is two down territory at this point. with what the score is. So you don't have to take a big shot here. I mean, pick 2-3 yards up and be able to go at it again in 4th down. And if you get to about the 35-yard line, you know who's waiting in the wing. It's Stone Higley.
So 3rd and 4. Handoff goes up the middle, out near 1st down yardage. I believe they've got it. That's Gladen Barons again. That's right at the sticks. We'll see. They've been generous on these tonight. If it's where they're spotting it, it is short. So it's going to be 4th down and about half a yard. Bears will go for it. Tyden Jones in the backfield with Barons. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They go hard count. Green Canyon coming off both sides gets into the neutral zone, and the Bears are going to pick up a 1st down on the encroachment penalty against the Wolves. So good hard count there. The Bears, neither team's really used the hard count a lot, so that was a great time to try it.
Great time to try, and I think definitely if you were Bear River, you could have baited a fake handoff there and run tire around the end and would have easily had the 1st down, as it looked like Green Canyon was bringing a full-out blitz.
1st and 10 now. We're inside Green Canyon territory at the 36-yard line. Best field position the Bears have had in a little while now. Tyer takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Throw over the right side is tipped, and it's intercepted, and there's nothing but green turf in front of the Green Canyon defender, and he takes it all the way to the house. That's number 22 for the Wolves on the tip. Interception return for the touchdown. Eli Pensamito on the return for the touchdown, and there are no flags on the play. That was one of those unfortunate breaks for the Bears where the pass is tipped by a lineman, and that baby was up in the air forever. And Pensamito picked it up in midair and ran it all the way back for the Green Canyon touchdown, and it goes from bad to worse here to start the second half as Green Canyon's now up 41-8 pending the extra point, and it is good. Make it 42-8 for Green Canyon. 8:27 to go in the 3rd quarter on 104.9 The Ranch.
Needs, but did you know they have an amazing sporting goods section with scopes, bullets, hunting licenses, and more? Kent's in Tremonton is your local drop-off for dry cleaning. Kent's Market in Tremonton, more than a grocery store.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com. Frank May Ski-Doo has a deal on select 24 Can-Am models, rebates up to $3,000 on SSV units and $1,000 on ATVs, and 2.99% financing for 36 months. Frank May Ski-Doo in Honeyville. 4-time Best of Northern Utah gold medalist. See store for details.
Wonder why.
Welcome back, Bears fans and Wolves fans. 8:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. 42-8 our score with Green Canyon leading. The kickoff is taken by Stevens. He's got a seam down the right side, gets out near midfield, and is finally brought down about the 45-yard line. Nice return by Tatum Stevens. I thought he had a chance maybe to take that one all the way, but good recovery from Green Canyon. So Bear River back out there on offense after the interception return for a touchdown by the Green Canyon defense. We've been talking about it most of the game, how good this defense is, and they get a score on the defensive side. And the Bear River's first possession is a handoff to Tyden Jones. He's met in the backfield for a loss of 1. And there is big number 9, Eli Wheatley, their leading tackler, in there to meet him behind the line.
And I mean, like I say, you started to see a little bit of life from Bear River's defense. I mean, Bear River's offense, and then obviously a tip pass and Green Canyon's response. So I'd like to see Bear River kind of continue to do that.
Here's a big throw down the left side from Tyer, intended for Tatum Stevens. Kind of went with the back shoulder throw, and Stevens couldn't get turned around in time to find the football. That falls incomplete down around the 20-yard line. So it brings up 3rd down and long just like that for the Bears back at their own 45-yard line.
And this is where if you're Bear River, you have to say, okay, we've got to find things we can work on, things we can improve on here throughout the remainder of this game rather than just continue to try to throw the ball up.
Here's the snap. Tyre this time hands it off up the middle to Behrens. He bounces it out to the left side, and good pursuit again from Green Canyon, only able to pick up a few yards. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7, and Bear River will be content to punt it away. I believe Dallin Rice in punt formation for the Bears. Snap is good. The punt is away. Good high kick taken at the 19-yard line on the fair catch. I believe that was Hayden Schramm on the fair catch, and Green Canyon will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Going to be interesting to see how long Green Canyon is going to kind of hold their first string out there, and at what point they're going to bring their second string in. I mean, to me at this point, I probably would be bringing them in right now. You just hate to get these situations and you lose one of your starters in a game that's already been decided.
Here's the shotgun snap. The handoff goes up the middle. I believe that's number 40 Jenkins on the carry. Not much doing there on 1st down. Yeah, it's kind of tough in high school football, right? You've only got so many games that these kids get to play their senior, junior year, whatever it is. And so, yeah, it's early in the 3rd quarter. You want to let these kids play, but at the same time, you hate to risk somebody getting an injury. It's just a fine line.
I guess you'd probably let them run the rest of the 3rd quarter, and then at the start of the 4th, you bring them in. But to me, if you're Green Canyon, as we hand it off to Jenkins again up the middle, again run to the right side, and he's going to easily pick up 1st down.
So he takes that first hit, spins off, and there is a 1st down for the Wolves.
But if you're Green Canyon, I think you're looking at it. You've got to start looking at it in the long term, right? To me, this team, the idea of this team isn't okay. Well, let's just hope we make the playoffs. It's got to be we want to get back to the state championship. We want to win a state championship. That's got to be the goal if you're Green Canyon. So with that being the case, I think you play it a little different when it comes to substitutions and bringing your second string in.
Yeah, our season's going to be extended. Here's the snap, a handoff to Jenkins again over the right side, and he'll get maybe a yard, 2 yards on 1st down. It is absolutely mind-blowing, Josh, that Green Canyon has literally run the same running play the entire game.
Yep.
Haven't seen a pitch. Haven't seen an attempt to run over the left side. Nothing.
Don't fix it if it ain't broken.
Brings up 2nd down and 8 for Green Canyon. They're back at their own 33-yard line. 5:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Green Canyon leading 42-8. Handoff again over the right side. It's Jenkins, and he grabs 5 more yards. Will bring up a 3rd and manageable here.
I mean, in all honesty, Trent, Green Canyon's really only run like 4 plays.
True.
A run to the right side, a short curl route.
Then the go route.
Yeah, and then throw it over the top. Like that's really, honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or be diminutive about that, but they really have only run 3 plays, and they've been extremely successful with it, so good for you. Keep running those 3 plays, but that's it.
3rd and 3. Here's a throw to the sideline on the right side and a little.
Sorry, that's the 4th play.
Well, they still had the go route going. They had the go route and the short route on the right side, and then take the short route to Schramm for the 1st down. Did they give him the 1st down?
Nope, 3rd down.
Well, it should be 4th down then.
Oh, now they did.
Now they're signaling move the chains. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Kind of like the movie Remember the Titans. What do you say? Only have 6 plays. It's like Novocaine, give it time.
It always works.
Here's the handoff over the right side to Jenkins. This time the Bears are there to wrap him up for no gain.
That's the veer, right? They run the veer.
And, I mean, credit to Green Canyon. You're running the same play, but they're switching up the formations just a little bit to try and disguise it, but it's no secret what they're trying to do. They want to commit to the run game to keep the Bear River defenders honest, and then they want to throw. And whatever the defense is giving them, they'll take the out route or they'll take the go route over the top. This time they'll go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs next to Wilson. He takes the snap, looks to throw. This time the Bear River pressure breaks through. They've got him wrapped up, and he escapes, and he's going to make a positive play out of a 2nd and long. Now it'll be 3rd and 6.
And that right there shows you what Wilson brings to the table. I mean, not only does he have a good arm, but he did a great job there avoiding the sack, ended up getting a little bit of positive yardage there. So, again, there's so many. I mean, we talked about it, and we almost kind of talked in the pregame that this offense might be just a little one-dimensional. They're not, by the way. They have a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball.
This time the Bears show pressure. They back out of it off the right side. Here's a throw to the right side, and that's Schramm there with a defender all over him. He comes back to the football and makes the catch in Bear River territory at the 45-yard line. So he's been quieter since the middle of the 2nd quarter on, but still making his presence felt on the field. He hasn't had as many big plays, but still making catches within the offense and picks
but at the
up
same
another
time,
first down.
hasn't been targeted as much by Wilson either. So, I mean, and, you know, a little bit of it is that the Bears have started to bring a little different, you know, scheme, a little different look to him. But he is still finding opportunities to get open.
This time a handoff goes to Jenkins over the right side and out near first down yardage. Bring up a 2nd down and short.
It's like living in a time loop.
Yeah, it really is.
It's the same play. It's baffling to me, but it is the same play. And Coach Trampus has called timeout, and I think he's now noticed, hey, that they were running the exact same play all night long because he was giving an earful to the coaching staff, the defensive coordinators there, saying, I don't know what he was saying, but I would have to imagine it had something to say with, how about we stop the run to the right side?
Some of our other great sponsors for tonight's game: Preston Watts Collision and Glass, trained technicians, latest equipment and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com. Cache Valley Daily. The latest news about what's going on in your community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports. 2nd down and 3 for the Wolves inside Bear River territory at the 37-yard line. We're down to 2:44 to go in the 3rd quarter with Green Canyon up 42-8. Here's a snap. Wilson wants to throw. Nothing over the right side. Now the pressure gets there. He beats the pressure, and he's going to run over the left side of the formation, back up the middle of the field all the way down to the 25-yard line. First down, gain of 9 yards after all that.
So 2 things to say on that. First off, super athletic play there by Wilson. Second thing is if he comes over the sideline as a coach, you tell him get out of bounds on that play. In a game where you're up 42-8 and you have your starting quarterback who is a key component to your team, I don't love him cutting back to the middle of the field on that play and taking a hit.
As you speak, they've taken him out of the game. He runs off the field, backup quarterback in, handoff over the right side to Jenkins, jumps over the defenders, and he's out for a gain of 7 yards on first down on repeat. So that was interesting, Josh. I think the coach was like, maybe wanted to talk to him a little bit about that exact thing, and now he is going to run back onto the field. So he was off for one play, and he's going to come back in there.
Jenkins got to be approaching about 150, 200 yards rushing on the night.
It's been impressive. I mean, he's 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, easy.
Green Canyon goes 2 to the right, 1 to the left, split backs, hand off to Jenkins. This time he has to cut it to the left side on the left side of the center, and he's out for 8 yards, 10 yards on second down. 1st and goal, Green Canyon inside the 10-yard line. If you're an offensive coach for Green Canyon, this is like a dream game where you just get to showcase your blocking, and regardless of what the defense tries to do, it's been successful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Split backs again, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Wilson wants to throw this time. He will look to the second receiver, and that's intercepted in the end zone. Get down. So it's a touchback. Still trying to return it. Now the defender does finally get down. As that time the coverage was nicely done by the Bears, and that pass is intercepted by number 1 Gunnar Christensen for the Bears in the end zone for a touchback. For a minute there, he was fighting like heck to get out to the 1 yard line.
for a minute there, it was it almost like is it the replacements where their own player tackles him to keep him from going? It looked like his own player was trying to tackle him there to keep him from trying to get outside of it. But
so one of the few mistakes that's made today by Peyton Wilson for the Wolves, he throws an interception in the end zone. As Bears had good coverage in the end zone just short of the receiver and able to pick off the pass underneath. Now the first play from scrimmage from the Bears is a run up the middle. Give them 4 or 5 yards on first down. I believe that's Gladen Barons on the carry. Bring up second down, make it 6 from the 24-yard line. 2 backs in there with Tyre, shotgun formation. 2 receivers over here on the near side of the field. Takes the snap. Handoff this time goes to Tyden Jones. One guy leg tackles, another one hits him up high, and he springs forward for maybe 2 yards on second down. Bring up third down and 3. As the final 9-8 seconds now start to click off the clock in the third quarter, we'll see if the Bears get a play off before the clock runs out, and they will not. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. As the visiting Green Canyon Wolves have a big lead, 42-8 over the Bear River Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
Highway is so darn busy, it's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details. Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Start of the fourth quarter, Bear River has the ball third down and 3 from their own 27-yard line. Dyer takes the low snap, sprints out over the right side, pitches back to Tyden Jones. He wants to throw deep down the right side, has a receiver open, and the catch goes in and out of his hands and hits the turf. So a big play opportunity. That was Stevens out there looking for the big play down the sidelines. He had to kind of put the brakes on and just stand out there and wait for that pass to come down, but that's one he's got to bring in. So that brings up fourth down and 3, and the Bears will punt it away. So unfortunate break there, unable to come away with the big play. That's one of the easiest balls he's had to catch all year. He's made some great catches out there, and that was just one that wishes he could have back.
Usually it's the ones that you're just camping under that are the worst ones to try to catch, honestly. I mean, it's a lot easier to try to catch it in stride than it is to try to camp underneath it. Cause
it's the reason why those punt returners have such an important job, because those are not the easiest ones to come away with. So the punt is a good one, goes down into Green Canyon territory. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line, so the Bears able to flip the field position.
Can we also say that was a very quick release from Tyden Jones on that throw?
Yeah,
as well?
He was about to get brought down in the backfield on the pitch. It didn't develop very well, but he was able to get the throw away. So Green Canyon starts 1st and 10. First play is a handoff to Jenkins over the right side, and there's 12 yards. Maybe 13. Having the time of his life out there today at running back. He's patting all those linemen in front of him.
He better be buying all them a milkshake after the game because they have been extremely impressive, that offensive line.
They got some big bodies on that line too. Done a great job tonight. Here's the snap. There's a backup quarterback in there for the Wolves. This time the handoff does go over the left side. I believe that is number 15 in there for Green Canyon, Ethan Monk, the sophomore. It's kind of like you mentioned, Josh, earlier. Start of the fourth quarter time might be starting to see some of these reserves come in for the Wolves. They do still have Schramm out there, I can see.
Yeah, I think you definitely pull your quarterback at the first start of the fourth quarter, and then when you get down to about 7 minutes, that's when I think all the rest of them are coming out in this game.
So the handoff goes up the middle again. Short yardage for the Wolves on second down. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Right over the midfield. They're now into Bear River territory, marked at the 49-yard line. So Ethan Monk appears to be the quarterback going the rest of the way for the Wolves. See if the Bears can get him off the field here on 3rd and 7. Takes the snap, wants to throw. This throw is out in the flat. No one's out there. Catch is made by number 47, but I think he ran out of bounds before the first down marker. Certainly did. 2 yards short. The catch was made by Colby Knight. Maybe his momentum was just too close to the sideline. But Green Canyon is electing to go for it from the Bear River 44-yard line.
See, Trent, this is where my rants are going to start happening. I mean, it's a 42-8 game, 4th and 2, and you're going to go for it here in the fourth quarter. Just punt the ball. I mean, there's a little bit of sportsmanship that has to be played in the game, and they get a false start.
So 4th and 2, Green Canyon. Maybe they weren't going to go for it. They tried hard count, and they ended up jumping off sides.
I mean, even if you want to try a hard count in that situation, I just the sportsman in me says you don't do it just because – I mean, you're manhandling a team right now. Punt the ball. They're probably going to give it back to you. You know, just that's my own personal preference, but that's just who I am.
So move Green Canyon back 5 yards on the false start. I had said that they jumped off sides, but that was a false start on the running back, who was standing next to Monk on the play and kind of leaned forward. Still not sure that they aren't going for it again. It's 4th down and 7. As the Wolves, I think, are going to just let the clock run down here, and they will call a timeout before the penalty flag on the delay of game. So Green Canyon will take a timeout with 9:37 to go in the fourth quarter, leading 42-8 over the Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system service? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your...
9:37 to go in the game. Green Canyon's out here with 4th down and 7 at the 49-yard line. They'll go for it. Here's the snap. They want to throw over the right side. Pressure now. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. Now he will throw down the right side, and that's almost intercepted by Corver Riley. It was intended for number 8, Hayden Schramm. So good over the top and underneath coverage from the Bears, and they will take over on downs.
So curious to me here, Trent, and I'm just going to ask your opinion on that. Why don't you punt the ball in that situation? You put Bear River with inside their own 10 rather than now you give them the ball. I realize the game's out of reach at this point, but why give them the ball at their own 49-yard line?
Unsure. I don't know what the mindset is with the coaching staff other than they didn't care that they were going to give them the ball at the 49-yard line, trying to get some offensive snaps for some of these other guys. I'm not sure really, but I think you punt the ball right there and pin Bear River back. Here's a screen play on the first play from scrimmage from Bear River. It's set up but unable to get any blocking out in front of Barons, and he's actually tackled for a loss of 3 yards on the play.
Great read there by Braxton Bowman.
Yeah, it looked like that was potentially going to go for some yardage, but good coverage there on the screen pass. Second down and long for the Bears. Tyre takes the snap, looking left all the way, throws out here to the flat. Diving attempt at a catch by Stevens, and that falls incomplete, and the Bears will have third down and long from their own 47-yard line.
See, and this is one of these moments that I think if you're Bear River, you have to find things to work on, to build on, to gain that momentum going in there. I think, trying to just come out and air it out doesn't really do you much good, rather than trying to establish something, establish a rhythm, get your offense back in tune a little bit here. That's what I'd like to see Bear River do with just under 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Bears will go two receivers to the right, one to the left, two running backs. They fake the handoff to Behrens. Tyre steps up in the pocket, has a little bit of room to run if he wants it. He'll get over the right side, and boy, the pursuit again from Green Canyon is no gain on the play. What looked like Tyre was going to have some running room ends up having nothing. Will bring up fourth down and 10. Tyre took a big hit on the play as well. So he was wrapped up by one defender and hit by another. As it looks like on the sideline, Bear River is warming up Preston Wilkinson to come in maybe on the next possession at quarterback. So Bears in punt formation. Rice to kick it away. Another good-looking punt down inside the 20 to the 15. Good coverage from Bear River as there's no return on the play. Green Canyon will start first and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Some of our other sponsors for tonight's game. Greer's Hardware. Greer's Do It Best Hardware is always looking to improve your shopping experience. See them at the Tremont Center or call 257-7749. First and 10 Wolves. Handoff goes to Jenkins over the right side. Give him 3 yards on the play, and that was actually Wilson back in there at quarterback for the Wolves. Interesting call. Bring him back out on the field. Looks like most of the linemen are still out there. I see Schramm still out there. Second down and 7, the 20-yard line. Bears bring pressure over the right side, picked up nicely by the Wolves. They'll throw away from it over here on the right. Catch is made by number 47 for Green Canyon. It's Colby Knight. Short of the first down. It'll be third down and 2. Now down to 7 minutes to go in the game. Bear River trailing 42-8 on senior night. So they put a whopping on Westfield last week on their senior night, and Green Canyon's returning the favor tonight. Here's a handoff up the middle. Believe is going to be short of first down yardage. The play went to Jenkins, and they are short. It will be fourth down. Bet you they go for it. And again, I think it's just a matter of they really don't care if Bear River takes over, even deep inside Green Canyon territory. We'll see if Green Canyon maybe wants to try the hard count thing again, or if they're going to punt it away. A timeout will be called by Green Canyon. We'll take it as well. 6:13 to go in the game. So fourth down and short for the Wolves when we come back on 104.9 The Ranch.
To their roots. Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
6:13 to go in the game. Green Canyon's lining up for it on 4th down and short. It appears they'll go for it. They'll take the snap. Handoff goes up the middle, and I believe Bear River's going to hold the line. Green Canyon going for it deep in their own territory. Depending on where the spot is, that would seem like a pretty generous spot, to be honest with you. They are going to stop the clock here and bring the chains out. Well, I thought they gave them a pretty generous spot. Looking at it from here, I think they've got it, but they're going to bring the chains out and see. Gives us just a second to thank some more of our sponsors for tonight's game. Frank May Skidoo. Find your best life on a Can-Am side-by-side from Frank May Skidoo, online at frankmayskidoo.com. Post Consumer Brand Cereal, proud to bring you their annual cereal sale to benefit the United Way. Watch for it coming up this fall. And Riverside Corner Sinclair, home to famous chicken strips and was recognized in the best of northern Utah. Stop by on your way in or out of town. You'll be glad that you did. So they're getting the chains set up. They'll stretch them out. It looks like they've got enough for the first down, and they do. By about half a football. Gem Electric will sponsor tonight's post-game show. If you're in need of electrical wiring for a new construction or remodel, call John Miller at Gem Electric, 257-7113. Well, Green Canyon will keep the offense out there as they pick up the first down on 4th down and short deep in their own territory. They will hand it off again. Same spot over the right side. Out for 6 more yards on first down. Out near the 33, 34-yard line. A timeout now is called by Bear River. Unsure why. 5:50 to go.
I'm not really sure why. We're
trailing by 34 points. The Bears have called timeout on defense. Let's get these last few sponsors in here, Josh. Rudd Funeral Home. Rudd Funeral Home in Tremont and Garland. Treat your family with care and compassion in your time of need. Find them online at ruddfuneralhome.com. Hanson Motors. Proud to be the only locally owned Chevy, GMC, and Cadillac dealer in Box Elder County. 3-time gold winner for new auto dealer in Best of Northern Utah contest. Spike Power Sports. Spike Polaris Honda is your local dealer for all the fun stuff. Razors, four-wheelers, new and used. They service them too. Find more at gspike.com.
So I got a question for you here, Trent, with about just under 6 minutes left to go. Of the 4 teams that are in Region 11 that are obviously in the top 10, who would be your pick to end up playing for a state championship right now?
You know, as well as Ridgeline played when they were here, I think Green Canyon has played better than Ridgeline did the other day as they take the snap on shotgun, 2nd down and 5. They throw out into the flat to Jenkins, and he takes it for a big gain down the left side. It's knocked out of bounds over on the Green Canyon sideline inside Bear River territory. Mark them near the 40-yard line. But Ridgeline was good here, really good. But the Bears were also really bad that day. But to me, it's between Green Canyon and Ridgeline, and I'll give Green Canyon the edge just because of their defense and, honestly, their ability to run the football with this big offensive line.
Yeah, I think so. The only thing that concerns me is Ridgeline did put up 40-something points on Green Canyon. Deja vu, another 10-yard run by Jenkins.
So Jenkins gets out near first down yardage. Where was that game played, the Green Canyon?
I think it was at Ridgeline. I'd have to look real quick.
And I feel like that was early in the year, too. Maybe check on that, because that would be interesting to know. But Green Canyon will have a 2nd down and short. The Bear River 33-yard line. Clock ticks down to 5 minutes to go in the game. They'll hand off to Jenkins over the right side, and he's got the first down, give him 7 yards.
So that was at Green Canyon, that game. 39-21 for Ridgeline in that game.
That is interesting. I got to believe that Green Canyon's better now than they were then.
And what's interesting in that is, do you know what Ridgeline took away from Green Canyon in that game?
I'm going to guess Schramm.
No, the run game.
Run game again.
25 yards was the leading rusher
so
in that game.
So that's interesting. That makes me believe that if you can take away the run, which obviously Bear River hasn't, here's another run for Green Canyon over the right side to Jenkins for a first down. If you can take away their run game, you've probably got a chance. And the same story happened against Mountain Crest last week when Green Canyon lost 28-14. Again, no run game, less than 50 yards total for the game. May have found something there. 4 minutes to go. Actually wasn't a first down. It'll be second down and short. Handoff again to Jenkins. There's 6 yards, and that's enough for a first down. All the way down to the 11-yard line. I mean, this is getting to the point where it's a little bit sad that they've been able to run this same off center off center dive.
Yeah, I mean
it's not even a dive.
It's not even a dive.
It's like an off tackle play, but it's right off the center.
But it is the same play, and there's I'll just say it the way it is. There's been zero adjustment to it for 4 quarters now. So
handoff again, same play, 6 more yards down to the 5-yard line. They've got 2 big blockers right there, center and guard, and they're just opening that lane, but somebody's got to come up and fill. And there goes one of them off that's had a huge game for Green Canyon. That's number 55. Luke Baker has been absolutely fantastic as he's going to get a breather. I'd like to get the number on the center. Josh, help me out. Another good play as they're into the end zone on another handoff over the right side, and that's a touchdown for the Wolves to increase their lead. Puts them up at 48-8. PAT pending.
I mean, this is one of those things that you can't even say anything bad about them scoring on it because all they're trying to do is run the clock out, and they're gaining 12 yards on every run. So, I mean, just an all-around great game by Green Canyon here tonight.
Extra point is up and good. That'll give them
the only blemish on tonight was when Wilson threw a touchdown or interception in the end zone. Other than that, they probably would have another score.
Absolutely. 49-8 is the score with 2:34 to go. It's all Green Canyon.
So to me now, you've got 2 minutes and 34 seconds left here in this game. This, to me, if you are a Bear River coach, is an important 2 minutes and 34 seconds because I want to see if these boys actually have a little bit of heart in them, that they're willing to come out and fight for the next 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Because, like we talked about earlier, this season is not over. It doesn't end tonight. You still have Logan next week. If you beat Logan, you're in the playoffs. So you've got to see a little bit of fight here if you're the Bear River coaching staff.
There's a kick from Green Canyon. It's short. It'll be handled by Reggie Hess, who we've seen little of in this game. Taken at the 2-yard line. The speedster's out down the right sideline, up past the 30-yard line, and pushed out of bounds maybe 32, 33-yard line. So Coach Waite huddles up with his offense as they get ready to go out onto the field. 2:23 to go. Bears trailing by 41 points. As I see number 51 for Bear River make her way out there. That's Sydney Nelson, the senior. Well, she was going in at center at guard, but good to see her out there getting some time. Snap is taken and handed off up the middle for a gain of a few yards on the play, maybe 4. We'll see who's in there on the handoff for Bear River as they've got a few subs out there. believe that was Behrens on the handoff. Yeah, Gladen Behrens. The Bears will go and hurry up as they're now at the 48-yard line of Green Canyon. Snap taken. The throw out here in the flat is a miscommunication between the quarterback Wilkinson and the receiver. He was running the go route, and Wilkinson wanted him to run the out route. That pass falls incomplete. Third down and 5. 1:35 to go in the game. Wilkinson takes the snap, wants to throw again. Over the middle, has a receiver. It's Corver Riley. The pass a little high. Unable to reach out and grab that one. Will bring up 4th down.
Do you run the ball here and run the clock out, or do you?
Well, the clock will stop regardless on change of possession, so might as well try and get a first down and see if you can end the game with the ball in your possession. Wilkinson takes the snap, sprints out to the right. It's going to throw a deep one to the end zone. It's caught down the right sideline at the 10-yard line and in for the score. Was that Stevens out there? Can't see the number very well. I'm sure it's Tatum Stevens who got behind the defense. Nice throw by Wilkinson. It is a Tatum Stevens on the catch for Bear River, and he'll take it in for the 45-yard touchdown pass. Excuse me, the pass was by Wilkinson, the reception by Stevens. This time the Bears take the snap. They'll pitch it back to Tyden Jones, and he'll throw it into the end zone, and that will be incomplete. There is a flag on the play. The Bears were going for 2. Again, a kind of a funky formation as they had everyone to the left side. They take the snap, pitch back to Tyden Jones, and his throw is incomplete, but there's pass interference against Green Canyon. So they'll replay the try. This time Bear River will line up for the extra point. Snap is low, the hold is good, and the Stone Higley puts it up and in, and Bear River is going to get a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter, make the score 49-15. There's 23 seconds to go in the game, so we're just going to have to get the kickoff taken care of and a kneel down, and this one will be all but over.
But you do have to like the, a little bit of momentum there for Bear River to kind of end this game, end on a touchdown, and obviously you tack one on there, maybe gives you that little bit of spark going into this next week and what's going to be an important week practice-wise, and a big game coming up next Friday against Logan.
I think that game is actually on Thursday. Is next week's game against Logan on Thursday?
Yes, it is.
Will be on Thursday next week.
Can I ask why?
I don't know. UEA? I don't know. This week is fall.
I don't have kids, so I don't worry
fall
about
break
school.
Is right now. My kids didn't go to school today or Monday, so it used to be over the deer hunt, but that's next week, so I don't know. It's on Thursday.
All right, cool.
The kick is away from Stone Higley. It's a good one, deep into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Well, the ball came back out of the end zone, but the ball landed in there, and it's a touchback. Green Canyon will just have one kneel down. Reminder, we will have a short post-game show sponsored by Gem Electric. We'll have Josh give out tonight's player of the game from both sides, since we're doing a combined broadcast with Green Canyon and Bear River tonight. Again, we appreciate those of you from Green Canyon who joined us on the broadcast tonight. Your guys' team played a fantastic game. We apologize we were unable to provide any live video stream. The administration today said no to live video, but we hope those of you who tuned into the broadcast enjoyed it. The game will end as they'll let the clock run out, and Green Canyon is going to pick up the victory 49-15 over the Bears. We'll take a short break on 104.9 The Ranch. We'll be back for some quick post-game analysis, and Josh will hand out a player of the game for each team. You're listening to Bear River Bears football on 104.9 The Ranch.
Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
In need of a trailer to haul your livestock, snowmobiles, or ATV? Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremonton. They also carry flatbeds and enclosed trailers. CNR Trailer Sales, 435-246-3048. Online at crtrl.com.
Welcome back, Bears fans, to the Gem Electric post-game show.
Oh, Trent, you put the camera back. I'm bald. I can't. God, I gotta put my hat on.
I keep surprising Josh with the webcam tonight. Try to change things up a little bit on the broadcast.
You're going to blind the people watching. Now you see that bald head of mine, you know.
He didn't have his makeup on. He didn't come prepared with any of that. Josh, you look fantastic. Anyway, tonight's post-game show sponsored by Gem Electric. If you're in need of electrical wiring for new construction or remodel, call John Miller at Gem Electric, 257-7113. So that really isn't much more to say in this game, a game that was dominated on both sides of the ball from Green Canyon. Their passing game came out in the first quarter and a half and was absolutely electric, with Wilson to Schramm, who we thought was going for a record-setting game, ended up cooling down just a little bit. But then really Jenkins, monster game on the ground, literally running the same play, maybe out of different formations, but had a huge game running the ball for Green Canyon and ultimately kept the Bears from stopping anything. Couldn't stop the run, couldn't stop the pass. And then defensively, Green Canyon was good. Ultimately came away with a couple turnovers as well, and that's all she wrote. So final thoughts and players of the game, Josh, from each team.
I think final thoughts go from the Green Canyon side. It's as impressive as it looked. Green Canyon passed the eye check with flying colors, in my opinion. I coming into it, I thought they were a team that had a chance to compete for a state championship. As this game gets over, they've got to be one of the favorites in the state of Utah to win a 4A state championship in my mind, especially if they can have an offensive night like they did tonight. And it's not just one single person that was successful. It was the entire team, from the coaching staff to the offensive line to the passing game. Wide receivers played extremely well. Defense played well. I mean, just an overall, that is a very, very good football team. So credit Green Canyon on that. For Bear River, it's one that you have so much success last week against Westfield, and now you come in here, you kind of get punched in the mouth. Still have a chance to make the playoffs. Obviously, take the top 24 for 4A, and right now you're sitting about 23rd, so you're going to have a win against Logan next week. Which means you've got to have a great week of practice this week. So I think that's going to be the big key for Bear River is, ultimately these kids, they have an opportunity to make it to the state tournament, and that's going to rest in their hands if they can come out and get a win next week against Logan. So players of the game, I can't say enough about Green Canyon and just how great they were. If I could give a player of the game to every guy on the offensive line, to every one of the wide receivers, to Wilson at quarterback, to Shams at wide receiver. But ultimately, I'm going to give it to Jenkins just because we came in here thinking that the run game last week was nothing. It wasn't great, and it was very, very much there tonight, and Jenkins was extremely good, running it really off one play, which that's where you credit the offensive line. So I'll give player of the game for Green Canyon goes to Jenkins. For Bear River, we'll give player of the game to Stevens. He did have 2 touchdown catches tonight. Kind of really the only offensive spark for Bear River in what was kind of a down night. So we'll give those 2 guys the player of the game. And to all of our Green Canyon fans, thanks for listening, and we wish you the best of luck. And please beat Ridgeline for a state championship. Please.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys tuning into the broadcast tonight. Next week we'll be at Logan. Again, that's a Thursday night kickoff. We'll be on air about 15 minutes before kickoff. So we'll see you then. Good luck to Green Canyon the rest of the way. And for Bear River, it's Logan next week on Thursday night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
This Bear River Bears broadcast has been a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support from Adams Wealth Advisors, McDonald's, Castelite, Academy Mortgage, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Golden Spike Electric, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Consumer Brand Cereals, Levitt Group of Northern Utah, Advanced Integrated Systems, Yes Printing, Rudd Funeral Home, IFA Country Store, Riverside Corner Sinclair, and CashValleyDaily.com. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.